Welcome back to FPL Spad, your place to find great content for the FPL season from Gameweek 30. I'm activating my deadline. It's literally the start of the international game week, and I was doing transfers more or less all out. I did quite a lot of my transfers last night before the price rises, so I avoided most of them. Only one I didn't avoid was probably Elanga. I had Elanga in my team initially, but I didn't expect his price to go up yesterday, but it did. So he's the one that I probably missed out on. Marmoush I got in before. Isaac already had. Mateta I got in. And Kurzak I already had. Obviously, Wood is what I got rid of to bring in Mateta. So yeah. I thought there'd be a bit more price rises, but there wasn't. So I got a price rise the day before, which I bought in beforehand. And took out Robertson before as well. Out Tonga, I did that straight away at the start of the international break. So that was a missed dodge there. Weezer got a price rise, but since then I've taken him out for Marmoush. So at the moment this is my team. I've probably still got to do a few more transfers. I'm not sold on Cliver right now because he's not going to be starting, so I'm putting him on the remove straight away right now. And Mbama. And I'll say the other one will be Kurzak, who I can upgrade to, I think, to maybe Gabriel, to an Arsenal defender, to get a third Arsenal asset into my team. So got quite a few things to finalize. I am gambling on Saka. I don't know yet if I'm starting. It all depends on my other two midfielders choices that I have. Because the top three I definitely want to start this game week for me. So yeah. For this game week, essential would be, I think Marmoush this week is essential because I think Leicester are a poor team. Marmoush did get rested in the FA Cup game and will be starting up front with Haaland out for now 7 weeks, I heard. So yeah, I think he's a must to have. And for long term, I will say bring in a Crystal Palace player in Mateta, Saar, Muniz, Dean Henderson. You could Eze as well. So yeah, I can even bring in Eze as well right now if I want to change it. But then I've got to sacrifice one of my players. If you're not doing a wildcard, you're selling one player. It's a hard one to do. Let me have a look at your team. It's a better way for me to give you more of a. Where is it? What's his name again? Which one's your team again, mate? Are you on if you're not in my mini league, then it'll be hard for me to tell. Okay, so if you sell Palmer, you can risk bringing in Saka, gambling basically, like I am. I think long term he's going to be back in the team. He might not start this game week. He might come on, but I just think Saka is the heartbeat of Arsenal. They probably still want to keep pace just in case Liverpool mess up, and they do want to, but they might want to like cottonwood him for the Champions League as well. But he needs game time before that as well. If you sell Clive, depending on the rest of your team. So let's have a look at the predicting points for midfielders, you say. So Salah is main. You have to have in your team, because you have Panman. Oh, there you are. Cool. Okay, so you keep Dingy because he's got double game week. Bruno. Ooh, you got Wood in your team as well, so you got 3 fires you need to kill out, really. Because I don't know if Wood is going to be starting this game week either. So that's another one of the players that are going to give you problems. So, I don't know. Maybe I would gamble with. I'll take out Palmer and bring in Saka personally myself. You got 2 million in the bank, so you can even take out Cliver and bring in Eze. I think Eze is the way to go, my friend. If you want to take out Cliver, bring in Eze. If you're going to take out Palmer, bring in Saka. And if you're going to take out Wood, either bring in Mateta or Marmoush. That's my personal opinion. That's what I would say you should go for. So yeah. Any other tips you want to have? Really, it's the best way I can tell you. What is your team? Defense. So are you wildcarding next game week, or have you got a wildcard left? Let's have a look. Game week history. So you still got your wildcard left. So it all depends on when you're playing your wildcard. So if you're only playing your wildcard next week, maybe because I think you do need to have 3 Crystal Palace players in your team for game week 32. So if you're wildcarding anywhere between that, so you're only really like targeting the next 2 weeks. So say game week 31, 30 and 31. So let's see that. If that's the case, then I don't know why Eze's not there. He was there in the long term, but not in the short term. It makes no sense. But yeah. So Eze or Sarr, you could go for. And Vermo, but I don't think so. Yeah. We'll play this week. Play the wildcard this week. Then you go do quite a lot of changes. You have 3 Crystal Palace players in your team. Try to get some more Newcastle players in your team. Arsenal, City. But yeah, I've still got to make my mind up as well what I'm going to do. Because if you look at the AI team, AI team will grab Bial. So I'm going to try to. I could go for Gabriel, who I do feel like having. But if I take Kurzak out, which is a good game against Thingy, and I bring in Gabriel. Gabriel doesn't. He has a double, 6.4, can get attacking returns. Put that on my 0.5 short, so I do have to get rid of Cliver because I don't think he'll be playing. For the most transferred in, I could go for Murphy as my 3rd Newcastle player. Or I could go for Rogers, downgrade there, and then downgrade in Burma to Gordon. But when is Gordon back? Gordon will be back. Where is it? So let's see. If I take that game week 31 away. Yeah, so Gordon is back game week 31. So Gordon is someone I do feel like having. No, next week. Okay. So if it's a short-term punt, I would probably just. It's a punt between. I'll say. I think you need to bring in Marmoush, really. If you're doing a 1-week punt, I think you take out Wood, really, and bring in Marmoush if you're doing a 1-week punt. So Gordon is there. So I can bench Gordon this week, and then I will need another player. But only bad thing about that is if I'm benching Gordon this week is that I am blocking myself into playing Saka because Mbama will be on the bench. And I could take Gabriel, Munoz, and Guardiola. I could get Williams to come on and do something. But yeah. So it's telling me to go for Murphy, really, man, and not for Gordon. Could go for another Man City player. And Savinho or Doku. Low ownership as well. I don't think a lot of people will be going for them players. Rogers, he always starts every game. He could be a player that I replace. Maybe. Because if you're going to play Saka, you're going to play Salah, double game week. And then you're going to have one player from here. Who would you want that to be? Because I don't think Brentford are going to have a double game week from what people are talking about. So it is a bit of conundrum. Well, I've not got long to go, about half an hour still to go to make my final choices, really. And Sensio is the one that should really be scoring the goals. But it is a rotation risk with them, especially with Villa and Champions League still against PSG, which is going to be a very hard game. So maybe he rotates, but they do have to get Champions League in normal positions as well in the Premier League as well. They need some back-to-back wins. They're capable of doing that against Brighton away. Forest at home is going to be probably the harder game. Then I can see some rotation happening at the Southampton game because that's in between the PSG games. So, yeah. Maybe bring him in for the game against Newcastle and Man City, but even those two games are not easy games to have Villa players in. So, if you really do what I want to go for Villa players. And another thing is because I'm not bench boosting I haven't got bench boost available. I've used it a long time ago. I don't have to have the fifth defender in my team, you know. I could bring in Murphy because in Gameweek 32 they're up against Arsenal. Keeping in Burma, I don't know if I want to keep him. That's the thing. Because I could go for a Man City player. I could go for Gordon, put him on the bench, but then I'm risking with Saka if he doesn't play, have one man down this game week. Not a man down really. I have a player from the bench, probably Nico Williams will play instead. Let's increase the price point because obviously Emblema costs a lot more money, so I have a lot more available to me. I could go for another Arsenal player, but I'd rather not. Not that much convinced on having another Arsenal midfielder. But I prefer two Arsenal defenders who are more nailed on to start. But yeah, actually, like replacing Burma is like probably one of the hardest things I'm having to decide right now if I want to replace him. One sec. Stinky or cover? Are Villa playing this week? Again. Probably Dingy. I'll probably play Dingy instead of Cowell. I don't see Chelsea keeping a clean sheet. Villa might have a slight chance to keep a clean sheet, but I expect Dingy to provide a better chance of getting you an attacking return. So I will go for Dingy. Dingy. But yeah, let me just get rid of this because this is skewering it a bit. Because I do want Gordon, like, but is he going to be straight back into the team when he comes back? Because if Gordon goes, if I take Gordon out, bring Gordon in, even though Gordon probably is not one of the most transferred in players in this league. This is brilliant, yeah. So Gordon in. Then I will have left over 6.3 million to bring in another player. Alanga went up in price last night, so I had him initially in my team. But here's double game week. If his double game equals game week 33, I'll probably bring him straight away. But his double game week, we might not be in that slot. It could be moved forward or back or stay in that same week. We're not yet finally confirmed about that. It's just the risk of having Saka in my team that I'm taking, really. The captain choices I didn't even do my poll for the captain choices. Let me just do that quickly. That's the poll started. Now, Nico Williams is there just you know, in case he gets a double game. I'm finding it really hard to actually get my last defender in. I just think Bournemouth might now go on like a not a great run after all their great push, really. This player is keeping me off getting them at the moment. I could go for Savinho or Doku, but their minutes are not great, and the XG is not really there. Really, okay, on one game against Tottenham. Then you got a lot of people bringing in Foden. I'm staying away from Foden. Like, that's probably a bigger risk than bringing in Saka. So yeah. Because I can even upgrade Eze for Salah, and then have to choose a cheaper midfielder, someone else, like go for Rodgers still. Brighton away this week. Just don't know if I want to use him this game week, really. Asensio and Rashford, they're both like very tempting picks, both on quite a bit of form. Rashford more on other game, not in the Prem, but in the FA Cup and for England. But Asensio has been the one that's been putting up numbers, really. That's just one game, personally, so don't know if I want to go for him either. I'm in quite a bit of a pickle right now. Do I stick with Mbama or do I change? Okie dokie. Okie dokie. What do I need to do? Let's have a look at the price changes. That's what people are really doing. So we have Saka being bought in heavily, Guardiola, Raya, Salah, Eze, Gabriel, Murphy, Dan Burn, Livramento, Saliba, Ariola, Munez, Milinkovic, Saar. So Saar's looking like he's going to get another upgrade maybe. So it looks like it's better to keep Saar. Marmoush, Mateta, and Burma looking like he's going to go down. I could get rid of Mateta and bring in Saar and Eze if that's an option for me. So yeah, there's quite a lot of transfers happening in general this game week. It might not look like it, but it's have a quick look at the official numbers that are going in and out. So Marmoush at 1.2 million. So that's pretty high as it is. Mateta high, Saar, Munez, Isak, Bruno, Guardiola, Saka. So we are seeing a pretty high trend of people bringing these players in. Thing is, I don't want to go overly on Newcastle players because they might have been celebrating a bit too hard for the Carabao Cup win as well. Which ain't a great thing. Yeah. Let's see what players will be taken out. That mass. So Palmer, 1.2 million out. Wood, 1 million out. Trent, Holland, and Burma, and he's the only one that's like actually available to play this game week, and he is 400k out. Robertson out, took him out already. Wisa took him out already. Hall, Beto, Cliver, Pickford. So you can see the players that'll be taken out. So there is like at least 5-6 million transfers happening of players be taken out and in. So we have now less than 20 minutes to go, and I've still got to decide on what to do. At the price point, I think Murphy is the better option to have at 5 million. But I'm not sure what to do. 1 second. Let me just have a quick look at something else. Oh yeah, I wanted to bloody listen to other people as well. Let's see what everyone else is doing. I'll have a quick look at Let's Talk FPL. Well, I can imagine everyone's like watching a lot of people's different streams. And as Let's Talk FPL, I know he's activated his wildcard, and he's got no Mateta. He's gone for Saar and Mateta, SAN thing instead. He's got Murphy in his team as well. Konza, Livento. Just keeping Palmer. So weird, right? All right. Okay, guys. I'll be back in 1 second. So, I think a lot of people have got their wildcards active, like quite a few of them. So I'm just gonna have a quick look at their streams to find out if I can take any tips from them. So FPL Harry has Raya, Guardiola, Gabriel, and Muniz, exactly the same as mine. Saar, Saka, Foden, and Salah with Isak, Mateta, and Marmoush. And on the bench, Dan Bird with Murphy and Williams. So that's a pretty strong team. I don't think I can afford that because that's me taking out That's me choosing Foden here, and then having 4.5 million left over for my midfielder. So yeah, FPL Harry has more money in the bank probably than me. I probably could sell Nico Williams and then Nick Pope and make that money up to get someone in like Murphy. So yeah. FPL Raptors, he's activated his wildcard as well. He's got Rayo in goal. Same three defenders as mine at the moment: Muniz, Gabriel, and Guardiola. Midfield, it's three are the same as mine. Just Foden is at the moment. Foden's there, so Foden with Murphy as well. So like FPL and Harry and FPL Raptor have more or less exactly the same team. Yeah. FPL Focal has activated his wildcard as well. He has gone for a pretty different team to most. He's also fine, but he's keeping Palmer in his team instead of Saka. Bringing in, surprisingly, he's got Konate instead of Muniz because he's playing with 3 Crystal Palace attack instead. Martinez on his bench to Raya. So a lot of the people are ending up with the same teams. So, you know, looking like very, very the same team, but a lot of people that are activating their wildcards this game week. One second, let me just. So it's like I'm not the only one taking the gamble with Saka. There are 400,000 people that have done that already. So, I would have to downgrade somewhere to get 4.5 million in, which could be from Gabriel to somebody else. But if Foden gonna play, that's the thing. Like, and he hasn't been on form. That's the problem with Foden with me that I've got with Foden. That he just hasn't been on form. And no, I just don't think I could go with Foden just because his form's not there. I know a lot of the experts are putting Foden in their teams, like FPL Harry and FPL Raptors, but I don't think I can go for Foden with any like chest, if you get me. Like, I can't be like, yeah, I think he's gonna kill it, you know. I just don't see that in him. Leicester is an easier game, and if Haaland is out for 7 weeks, let's have a quick look. We have got 10 minutes left, literally before do it. So take the price. If I take the price limit off, I'm gonna add that Gameweek 33 in just so I can see. So Foden is not even on this. Like, he is there, but like, who else would I go for? Like, I can't afford Murphy. I will have to downgrade other places. I don't have bench boost, but so say if I go for, say if I go for Foden, and say I put in someone that's cheap, say Murphy, I think is probably the only other option. So if I go for Murphy, I need 0.5. I could maybe make that 0.5 up. Could do if I take out Nicky Williams. Who would that be? Defender. Bring in Burgess. Keane. That can get me $500,000 there. That will need to bring in. But let's see if I bring in. But I want to keep Nick Pope really. So I'm gonna leave Nick Pope there. So the Arsenal are playing today. So let's see if we get any team leaks quickly. So say if I play this team, because I ain't got Nicky Williams there, I got another 3.5 million defender. Then yep, those two players, they want to play them again. Then that in 32, of course, I'm gonna play the general people. The game week 33 is when the game week double happens. So in that week, I can choose either. I will choose Raya, Dengengi, Guardiola, and then the week after I will have in that game week between those four. So Murphy will not be doubling. He'll be doubling. Mamouche. So he went down recently, so that's okay. So I'm not playing a bench boost, so for me, this might be the ideal thingy. And then it is more or less template team. It is a very template team. And I have got literally no money left over. Won't be able to make no transfers unless I do more than one minus. So we are 4 minutes from deadline. I still gotta confirm it. And I think I've done enough as it is now. I am gonna because I could get rid of Mateta and get in Saul instead. Oh no, I need one. No. 3 minutes to go. I am on the edge of my wildcard team. I could have had a better bench, 2 players. I reckon Greaves and Burgess. If I had more money, just a little bit more money, I could have got in 2 decent players in for like 4.4, 4.5. That is the money I've lost out overall throughout the season when not making the right transfers and right moves. I know it's template team. It's looking like a very template team, and yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Let's go. Murphy, I'm only really losing money on what the hell. The game's crashed. Oh shit, let me quickly do my transfers, man. Oh. Foden. Oh, make transfer. Oh man, the game is crashing. Oh, fuck off. No! 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 Fuck! Fuck! Fuck's sake, man. My game crashed. My fucking... Oh, for fuck's sake, man.